Hey, strangers. Welcome to, I don't know, kind of a strange episode of Strange Sessions.
I would say like a mini episode.
Mini episode. Do you want me to say that or?
No, we could just keep going.
Okay. Yeah, well, it's a strange episode of the Strange Sessions because we are living in strange times right now.
Unbelievably
Um,
strange times.
Unbelievably strange. If you remember who we are, I'm Krista. My co-host is Kurt.
Hi.
We're both healthy and safe at home. Hope you guys are the same. We miss you guys. We just thought we would try to get together via Skype and just release a little something to tell you about sort of the state of the podcast, what our plans are moving forward, kind of what we've been doing during the whole COVID-19 situation, and we may even touch on the fact that Kurt finally watched the movie Poltergeist.
Woohoo, yes I did. I got nothing else to do, so why not?
Right? Oh, so how have you been, Kurt?
I've been okay. This is starting to really wear on me, considering that I'm
Well,
such a huge homebody. It's like I, if I go 2 days without leaving my apartment, I start to lose it a little bit. So I got to go for a drive or something.
yeah, I'm the same way. I went to the office yesterday, and it was the first time I had left the house since Saturday. Yesterday was Wednesday. So
Wow.
I hadn't left the house since Saturday, and I was like, how does that even happen? But
Yeah,
no, it's strange. And you lost your job, which really sucks.
it does, but I'm not surprised. I mean,
You
millions of
knew it was coming,
people. Yeah, I did. So, I mean, there's a possibility I'll get called back, but it's also a good time for me to figure out what else I want to do,
right?
but I have no idea what that is.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you
eh,
got some time to figure it out, Kurt.
plenty of time. I am not going to do anything until this virus stuff is over, but it sounds like, I mean, there was that one report that said if they don't find a vaccine or something, they could want social distancing until 2022.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, which ain't
Well,
gonna
and
happen.
here in Wisconsin, they just extended the order for safer at home through May 26th, I think. But
Yes.
they're also talking about starting to loosen up on some of the social distancing, like golf courses can open and libraries can provide roadside or curbside service,
Yeah.
things like that.
Yep.
So it's interesting that it's sort of contradictory, but at the same time, I feel so bad for all these small businesses that are going under.
I do too. And like one thing about losing my job is I don't have kids. I have my cat. But these people that are losing their jobs that have three, four kids, it's
Oh my
just
God.
unreal.
Yeah. I can't even imagine being single and not having the money to pay my rent or my mortgage. My
Yeah.
husband and I are extremely lucky. I have been working more hours actually than usual. I work from home now, and my husband is in the what we call the trades, but he's in construction, so that's considered essential. So he's continued working too. So we are extremely lucky
Yeah.
that this hasn't really impacted us all that much. We're both sort of homebodies too. So like the only thing that's really changed for us is A, I'm working from home now, and B, we can't go to the thrift stores and restaurants we normally go to.
I know, and that's hard. Like I
It
didn't
is
realize
actually.
how many places I. Go. I like the library. I spend a lot of time at the library, and I didn't realize that until this happened, and I can't go to the library.
Right.
So I've been playing a lot of video games, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I
Netflix, baby.
I yeah. I
And if you follow me on Instagram, you can see that my husband and I are doing home improvements too.
Yes,
That's
I saw that.
been a good opportunity to put some new flooring down in the house. So
I actually cleaned my kitchen, so that's a start. My landlord heard me one day running my because my sink wasn't draining water unless I ran the garbage disposal. So he heard me run it a bunch of times. So then he had Roto-Rooter come in. So it's like, oh crap, I got to do an emergency cleaning. So my kitchen actually looks nice right now. I'm learning to use my Instant Pot to cook some
oh,
stuff, so
nice.
that's good.
Yeah. I think
But
there are a lot of really clean and organized houses right now
yes,
because
yeah,
what else is there to do?
yeah.
Oh,
But it's weird. I've had a weird cough for the
okay.
last 2 weeks,
Really?
and it's not going away. But I don't have a fever. Uh, I don't feel good today, but I slept like garbage last night. I was up at 1 o'clock and I didn't fall back asleep until like 3, and that was for 45 minutes. So I feel horrible today, but I don't think that I have anything, but I have this weird cough that's driving me crazy.
And I think, so I had a sore throat for 2 weeks and no other symptoms at all. And something that people are reminding me of is allergy season is upon us. And if you have seasonal allergies, you're going to start seeing symptoms. And a lot of those symptoms actually coincide with, respiratory problems or whatever.
Yeah.
Fever is not common with allergies. No. So that's probably a telltale fact.
I also don't have a thermometer, so I need to get a thermometer because I don't know if I have a fever or not.
Well, we don't have one either, but I don't know. It's funny at work now. I only go into the office once a week or so to pick up paperwork, but they're implementing mandatory temperature checks now before anybody can enter the building and face masks. So
yeah, they were doing that at my factory too. We'd have to get checked at the beginning of each shift.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy times. And a couple people have posted things in the strangers wanting to discuss conspiracy theories about the virus, and other people don't. So we're not going to talk about any of that stuff until this is well done.
Right. Yeah, it's too personal right now. We don't know if any of our strangers have lost a family member due to that. Like, I just don't want to go down that road.
No, but I'm sure we will at some point discuss
it. When it's behind us.
It's weird that I was thinking about this when I was laying in bed, not able to sleep last night, is that we're living through like something that is going to be discussed in the history books. I mean, totally. This is like a really historic time.
Yeah.
And
not in a good way.
No. And that's one thing I was going to say is that when this all started, I was working on an episode, and that was going to be, everybody wanted to know what the episode was going to be, and it was about the mysterious sky sounds, like the trumpet sounds. And I don't know if it's because I was so freaked out at the time about what was going on and so stressed, but I feel like I don't have it really good, and I don't feel like dealing with that one right now, so that's going to get put on the back burner for now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad stuff, because that's when I kind of losing my job and all that stuff. So
sure.
That one's getting put on the back burner. So we're going to postpone the Sky Sounds one. And it wasn't exactly fun to read about apocalypse stuff that this was going on. So,
right.
So we're going to hold off on that one. But
I will say, I was just going to say, if you are a listener and you're missing just kind of hearing from us on a bi-weekly basis, consider joining the Facebook group if you're not in it, because it is super active.
It really is.
People are sharing really fun or interesting paranormal posts, and I don't know, we're all just kind of keeping each other's spirits up. And
yeah,
if you're looking for a paranormal outlet, that's, join the strangers group on the Facebook page.
Yes, totally. If you guys hear my cat, whenever I'm talking out loud, like on the phone, she comes out because she assumes I'm talking to her, because I don't talk to anybody else in my apartment. So she's here right now, like, bumping her head on my hand, thinking that I'm talking to her. Oh, that's hilarious.
I love it.
Yeah. So this is just weird. And if this works good, this Skype thing, this is something we can do during snowstorms, so we don't have to postpone the podcast.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
And I would just like to point out that technically we're talking on the phone right now, and that's something Kurt never does. So, hey. Yeah,
this is different. This is kind of different.
I'm counting it as talking on the phone with you. Oh, goodness.
So one thing we really want is for you guys, the strangers, to let us know how this sounds. If this sounds acceptable, we will probably next week record an actual episode. I already have a topic that I'm working on. So just let us know in the strangers if this sounds good or not. It's not going to sound as good as our usual podcasts, but we can't get to the school to record.
So if you're not a stranger on the Facebook page, you can reach out on Instagram or use our Gmail account to let us know how this sounds. If you want to provide feedback, we appreciate it.
Because this is like the second time Krista and I have ever done this, so we're not exactly sure what we're doing. I guess, because it saves us as two separate audio files. Like one side of my earphones is Krista and one side is me talking, and I could see me screwing it up where it's just me talking through the podcast, like talking to nobody and people thinking I'm nuts. So we're going to see how this goes.
Well, Narnia can step in for me.
Yeah, I'll just put some meows on there. Yeah, she's just looking at me now like she can't figure out what the hell I'm doing.
Oh, that's funny.
So there's going to be no topic this episode, no taste test. I'm still sitting here with all this taste test stuff in my apartment. So we'll hopefully get together sometime soon.
Hopefully it won't expire by then.
I hope not. I would still feel comfortable getting together with you at the school to record, But
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. It's just like, I don't know. I don't know how people in that community, I don't know if other people are using it or I don't know. It's just such an unknown factor for me right now because we don't know what's going on at the school.
Yeah, like we
Although
said, for all we know, the code to get in could be changed because they might not want people coming in and playing basketball.
right. I just don't know. I
Yeah.
just feel like we might as well just be smart and we have this as an alternative for now.
Yep.
And Wisconsin is starting to loosen up some of the social distancing stuff, so maybe, at the end of May or something we can think about it.
Yeah, they just lengthened the safer at home thing until like May 26th now or something like
Yep.
that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's crazy.
It is. It is crazy. So is there anything good, in your opinion, is there anything for you personally that's good about safer at home? Like, have you found any positives out of it?
Not really. It's just making me appreciate the stuff that I took for granted before. You know,
Yeah.
like going to a bar with my friends for lunch and having a beer and eating at the bar, or going to the library, or even like hugging somebody,
I
you
know,
know?
right? Remember when we could hug people?
Yep, yes, I do. Those were good
I
times.
I will say I'm saving money. I mean, I save my commute to work round trip is probably 45 minutes or something, so I'm saving a lot of gas money. Although gas right now is like $1.18 or something like
I
that, which
know,
is
I
crazy.
know. I filled up my tank yesterday and it was like $8, and I was like, wow, you know, gas
Because
is
I'm like that since high school.
no, gas is dirt cheap and you can't go anywhere, so that's what
I know.
sucks.
It's ironic.
So
That's the
they're
one positive for me though, is that we're not eating out. We're spending less money on groceries actually. We're not spending money on gas, so at least our bank account is, our savings is growing a little bit more than usual.
seeing I'm saving money too, but I'm also eating really crappy things like frozen pizzas or macaroni and cheese
Because it's cheap.
or hot pockets. My God, I've eaten so many hot pockets.
I know.
So I'm eating so bad. So maybe even today I need to get out and start walking because I'm bad. So I have to do something. And I lost my job, and that's where I did a lot of walking.
Mhm.
So
No, I hear you. We got my employer gave all of our everyone at our company a box of food, canned goods, boxed food, toilet paper. But of course, and it's so generous. I mean, so incredibly generous for them to do that for the number of members that we have.
yeah, that
But
is.
it's also like macaroni and cheese and like sugary cereal I would never buy, but we're eating it because it's there,
Yeah,
So
yep.
it's kind of tough because the cheap stuff is the not as healthy stuff. So I'm trying so hard to like eat a lot of vegetables and I don't know, get some exercise.
See, that's what I need to do. I mean, I have cans of ravioli, cans of Spam, so I got to start eating a little better and all that
Yeah,
stuff. But
throw some kale in there, Kurt.
I'll top my
Kale and spam.
I'll top my Spam with some kale and we'll be good.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, it's funny.
But is there anything else we want to discuss?
Um. Hmm.
I did watch Poltergeist.
Yeah. Yeah. What did you think? So do you
It
want
was
to
it was
do a
good.
brief review?
I thought it was really good, but like you said, some of the special effects have not held up well at all.
Right. I mean, that movie is from the late 80s, right?
I think
Early
1982.
80s? Okay.
I think it's early 80s. But it was a really good movie. But watching it, it was hard to think about how uh, the little girl had died.
Yeah. Yeah.
The other sister died. That's Dominique Dunn. That was killed by
Mhm.
her boyfriend.
Yep, we talked about that in a previous episode.
Yeah, but it was interesting to see the scene where the mom goes into the pool and all the skeletons pop up, knowing that they're
Hmm.
actual real
Real
skeletons,
skeletons.
which
Yeah.
she didn't know until after filming. So it was good. It was a really good. I liked that they did the fake out thing where you think the movie's kind of over, and then all of a sudden, she's crawling up the wall and on the ceiling and all that stuff.
Yeah, you're thinking everything's fine,
Yep.
no big deal.
So no, I thought it was really good. I thought it was really well done. You told me not to see the second one or third one or fourth one.
No, I just don't think it's worth it.
No.
But I love the score. There's just
Yes.
really classic moments in the movie that I just love.
Yeah. And I could see now how people tied that in with when I talked about the subliminal messages in the sign-off with the national
Oh
anthem,
yeah.
that they
Yep.
show that in this movie, and that's kind of how the
Hmm.
movie actually starts, is with the national anthem for the sign-off. So now I understand that, so that's actually kind of cool. But no, I thought it was a really, really well done movie.
So you thought the part where the one camera guy, I don't know if he's a camera guy,
Oh,
but
where he tore his face off?
yeah,
That
he's like
surprised me
eating
because,
leftovers, and all of a sudden
yeah,
the steak starts exploding on itself, and he looks in the mirror. Yeah, that's a pretty
because
gross part.
the movie was PG, and that was like really,
That
really
was
gory.
graphic.
Yeah, that was like really graphic. I was even like, wow, that was kind of. And I don't remember, but I don't think that it was this movie that kind of caused them to do a PG-13 rating. I think that was Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, if I'm not wrong. But I think
Like
this kind of
create
added,
the
yeah,
rating.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. But yeah, that was surprisingly gory. And I was wondering if you didn't give me like a director's cut that had more gore in that scene, but I don't think you did.
no, I don't think so.
But yeah,
Um, what was I gonna say? Shoot, I lost it. Dang, what was I gonna talk about? Oh, I think that this movie sparked my dislike for clowns and dolls.
yeah, yeah, the clown doll was a little much.
Yeah. I mean, when you're a kid, I mean, I watched this movie as a kid, so of course it had a totally different impact on me.
Yeah,
Um, and I think for me watching it, it's not like a scary movie for me anymore. It's all about nostalgia. I mean,
yeah.
to me that it's a movie that reminds me of my childhood, and it's fun to watch around Halloween, and I do watch it every year. So it's funny when Kurt asked, should I even bother with the other ones? And I'm like, I haven't even seen them all, and I've never watched the ones I did watch again, but I watch this one every single year, if that says anything. So
No, it
I
was.
love Joe Beth Williams. I love what's the dad?
He was
Oh, what is his name?
Craig T. Nelson.
Craig T. Nelson. Yes,
Yep.
he I love him in that movie, but he was also in the show Parenthood, and I love him as an actor. Joe Beth Williams hasn't done a whole lot since then, but
No, no,
I
she
just think
hasn't.
she was so pretty.
Yeah, you texted me, and I texted you back that she was hot.
Yeah. So good. Well, I'm glad you finally watched it. I can stop giving you a hard time about that.
I did. Now I need to finally watch Top Gun, Dirty Dancing, and The Exorcist, even though I don't really want to watch The Exorcist.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose you should just because of,
Yeah,
well, the podcast. But Top Gun and Dirty Dancing you will thoroughly enjoy.
you think so?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I don't know. I should make a list of what movies I should see that I haven't seen.
Totally. I can't believe you haven't seen those. Those are like classic,
Well, I've
like,
seen bits and pieces of Top Gun, but I've never seen it in its entirety. Dirty
oh,
Dancing, I've never seen.
you'll like Dirty Dancing. I think so.
Like I said, I know nobody puts baby in a corner. That's the only thing I know.
Yeah, well, and I'm a big Gilmore Girls fan, and Emily Gilmore, the mom, actually plays the mom in Dirty Dancing, and it's one of those things that I didn't realize until I started watching Gilmore Girls, and then Dirty Dancing came on TV one day, and I saw her, and I was like, oh my God, this whole time she's been in this movie, and I had no idea.
The mom on the Gilmore Girls?
Yeah, Emily, well, not Lorelai. So there's Rory Gilmore, the daughter, Lorelai Gilmore, and then her mom, Emily Gilmore.
Uh-huh.
Emily Gilmore is the mom in Dirty Dancing. She's
Huh.
Baby's mom.
I really
Yeah.
should watch the Gilmore Girls. I'm trying to find shows that I can binge during all this.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
I started watching Letterkenny.
Letterkenny?
Letterkenny.
Okay, I've never heard of that.
It's 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 hard to explain. I'll send you a little clip of the opening, like the opening of the first episode. It's on Hulu, and it's about this town in Canada. I'll send you a clip after we
Okay.
record. But it's very off color, but it's funny. So I started watching that, and I would kind of like to watch Alias.
Oh yeah, I've never watched that, but I always thought it looked interesting.
I didn't either, but I love J.J. Abrams. Like I love Felicity,
Yeah.
and that was J.J. Abrams, so I might
Right.
watch that. And I'm still watching my MASH DVDs every day. I'm watching my Scrubs DVDs every day.
Nice. I'm watching Gilmore Girls, of course, and there's a show on Netflix called Lock and Key that I've been watching. That's really interesting about this family that moves into this like old Victorian mansion and discovers these magical keys.
Yeah,
It's a pretty fun show.
I think wasn't it Stephen King's son that did that?
Oh really?
I think so.
Maybe.
I'm
I
not
didn't even know
exactly
that.
sure.
Huh. I'll have to look at that.
But yeah, I got Hulu, but I'm surprised that I got rid of my cable and I only get one channel. I get channel 2 out of Green Bay, and that's the only channel that I get, and I'm surprised that I just don't watch that much TV at all. Even Hulu, I'm not watching that much,
Yeah.
you know,
You play video games instead?
pretty
Or watch
much.
DVDs and stuff.
Or I putz around on my phone.
Yeah.
But when I have channel 2 on, the only thing I've really noticed is that Family Feud got really, really trashy. I mean, it's like really
Jim
dirty.
loves Family
It's like
Feud.
really dirty, and the first time I watched it, I was like, "Oh my God, some of the stuff they're saying on here is
I
nuts."
know. It's hilarious.
You know.
It's
So,
it's that show that I pretend I don't like, but when it's on, I'm like shouting answers out at the
yeah, I
TV.
usually mute it when it comes on.
Oh, that's funny.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much it for us today.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything else,
No. So just let us know how we sound. If this sounds acceptable to use, because if it does, then Krista and I will get together next week and record an actual episode with an actual topic. I
Yeah.
don't want to do taste test stuff without you because that would be fun. So we'll hold
Yeah, that'd
off
be
on that.
weird.
That would be.
Do you have a topic picked out for next week yet?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I was messaging back and forth with Carly, our listener in Australia, and I just happened to take a random picture of my desktop on my computer while I was researching the episode, and she knew right away what I was discussing because it mentioned Polaroid picture. But we'll get into that next episode.
Okay. Oh, I think you told me.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
So that'll be a good one for I think a Skype episode because it shouldn't be that long.
Yeah.
So we will see how it goes. But just please, strangers, give us feedback on this episode. Does it sound okay? Would you mind listening to us talk like this for an actual episode?
Yeah, totally. Do you want to
And
give out our deets? Yeah, I can't do a pickle joke. The pickle book's at the
uh,
studio. But do you want
my
to give out our deets just in case?
my D10. I have to actually open a file here on my computer. Nice being able to do an episode in my underwear. Okay, our deets are. I can't do that at the school. Not to mention it's cold. Not to, you can email us at thestrangesessions@gmail.com. We are on Twitter at Strange Session without the S. Krista does a really good job on Instagram at The Strange Sessions. I like how many people follow us on Instagram and comment on our Instagram stuff. That's really cool.
Yeah, our last photo, which this is going to sound like nothing to most people, but we had like 53 or 54 likes on our last photo, and that's the most likes we've ever gotten.
That's
So
awesome.
I was pretty excited about that.
That is awesome. You can send us snail mail, postcards, and whatnot at The Strange Sessions, P.O. Box 434, Manitowoc, Wisconsin 54221-0434. And you can call our phone number at 920-443-9602. And those are our deets.
So real quick, I'm on Instagram and I posted the picture of us with you have your headset on, I have my earbuds in.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to read through some of the comments really quick. So rats. I don't know who that is.
Nice.
But they said yes with like 5 to 7 exclamation points. So excited. Dear constant reader said, yay, I can't wait. Coralie Lexo said, whoop whoop, can't wait. I'm all caught up on all seasons finally during this mess and patiently waiting for more. E. Campbell 157 said, yes. And Syrian Thompson said, look forward to it. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't remember who it was on Facebook, but I liked somebody's comment that you looked like the cute girl in the insurance commercials, like in an insurance commercial.
I wish I knew what that was.
And I looked like pissed off.
Oh, it was Brian Young.
Yes.
A pissed off air control person.
A pissed off who doesn't like his job but would rather be there than at home with his wife and kids.
Yes,
So
exactly.
perfect. And Brian is super awesome because I was complaining about using this microphone to record, and he is sending me a microphone.
That is so nice.
Yeah, Brian is awesome.
It's such a great little podcasting family.
Yeah, it really is. So thank you so much, Brian. And I think that's it.
Well, and hey, once we get this Skype thing down, we can actually maybe do some interviews with people like Ryan. So that would be fun.
We're still like learning this. Like I said, this is the second time in my life I've ever used this.
Yeah, I use it at work all the time, but this is just a totally different application. So
yeah. So we'll see how this goes. Again, please let us know how this sounds. And I think that's it for today.
All right.
If this sounds acceptable, Krista and I will get together next week and do an actual topic episode.
Sounds good.
Cat is going nuts on the couch, batting something around.
Good times. Yeah. Lucy's snoring in the other room, so.
I wish I was doing that too. I might actually try taking a nap today, and I am not a napper.
Yeah, you could use it.
Yes, I could. So I think that's it. And I can't even say from the old school studio because I'm in my apartment and you're at home.
From Kurt's underwear and Krista's home office.
I'm not even wearing my lucky podcasting underwear either. So
wow.
I know. I probably should be.
Well, now this episode is doomed.
Yeah. It was doomed from the start.
Yep. Oh, goodness.
So from Krista and I, first of all, stay safe. Don't get sick. Stay healthy. And until next time, stay strange. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.